I always thought I was very motivated by goals, dreams. Like, I want to have six pack abs, or I don't know, I want to be a fitness model. Those are some of the dreams that I had when I was young. But it's funny because those were not the things that motivated me to get in my best shape, take control of my eating habits, actually start doing workouts that worked. I had to get off the treadmill and the elliptical, spent too many years there not having any results. None of those things got me excited or into action about what I wanted to achieve. Do you want to know what got me there? Pain. Now, stick with me here. I just did a whole post about this on my page, which you can go look at after. But pain is actually one of the most important things that we need in order to take action. Let me explain. Yesterday, I had a very stressful day. It was day 4 of not working out. I know some of you are like, oh, boo-hoo, Corey Beth, like you didn't get your workout in. That's so sad. Hear me out, okay? I started homeschooling my kids, as some of you know I do. And we had cauliflower stalks, which is now like the second time that I've had a full out binge on cauliflower stalks. Again, like if you're going to crave something, Corey Beth, like you can't even get something good. No, I had cauliflower stalks, like a half a bag. And then I was feeling really stressed. So then I went and had these stupid Italian wafers that my mom brought up to the house on Tuesday. And I was like, why did I do that? And then I went for a fruit snack pack and I ate those. And then I'm back in the kitchen again, knowing that I'm completely sabotaging my focus, my diet, my blood sugar, my IBS, because still like that's never cured, right? Like you have to eat well in order for your irritable bowel syndrome symptoms to actually stay at bay, which is how I've managed them for the past decade. But you have a day like this where you start going down a rabbit hole, like your stomach is not going to be very happy. And in turn, your family is not going to be very happy because you're going to spend all day in the bathroom. It's just what happens. I'm in the kitchen being like, why am I sabotaging myself? Why am I doing this to myself? You've been there, right? We're like, why am I even doing this to myself? But I didn't stop there. I went in and got another snack from the kitchen, and then I got another snack from the kitchen. And finally, by the time we hit lunch, I'm like, I'm not even hungry because I've eaten so much crap and I feel so miserable and tired. I felt even more stressed and more tired than how I even started my day. I'm like, what am I doing? Now, it got me to thinking where many clients struggle with. And yes, that's a true story. And yeah, I have no problem sharing that with you because I think it's important to be real, right? If I sat here and I was like, I eat celery sticks every single day for my snack, you'd be like, screw you, Corey Beth. Okay. I have struggles just like you do. You have struggles just like I do. We're all human. Welcome to the world. Now, in this, I started thinking about pain. And I'm like, you know what? I'm physically in a lot of pain because of what I just did to myself. And I knew I did it. And in fact, I submitted it to my coach because, yeah, we have a business coach too who's very helpful. And I haven't even gotten on my coaching session yet. It's not for another couple hours, but I'm just like, pain is always the thing that drives me and others to action. And when I began to think back through conversations with clients, it's not the Bahamas vacation that gets people in the gym. It's when the doctor says you need to lose weight. It's not getting into the bikini or the swimsuit that gets people to get, in the gym and start eating right. It's when they get the pre-diabetes marker in their blood work. It's not always, it's going to be so much fun to play with my kids and my grandkids when I get older. For some people, it's if I don't do this, I'm going to be stuck on a sofa or worse, a wheelchair or a walker if I don't get my ass in gear. And so I want to encourage you today to examine the pain in your life. What is the pain that you have? Is it that you're like, oh my gosh, I may not be able to do X, Y, Z? I mean, honestly, when I get on the phone with people and I'm like, what happens if you continue down this path? A lot of people are like, I'm not going to be alive. Now that's pain. The pain is what enables us to be pushed into action. Now, if you go and read my post later, you can see all the examples that I gave of it. I'm not going to go into them here, but I really want you to hone in on your own pain. A lot of people will say like, focus on your why. Well, you have to have a why that makes you cry. And oftentimes, yeah, that means it's got to be really meaningful, but it also has to have some degree of pain to push you into action. So I once heard a coach say that we have to make our pain pay. And I loved that so much because I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I want to make my pain pay. I don't want to just go through pain to go through pain like yesterday. I don't want to just go through that to go through that. I wanted to figure out how to make it pay. So I thought it was really important to hop on here today and share that with you, not only because I want to encourage you, I want to let you know that it's okay to fall off and slip up and mess up because we all do, but how are you going to make it pay? Well, last night I was like, all right, no more of this garbage. You're going to get up tomorrow at 4:30 in the morning, which I did. You're going to get your butt to the gym to your 5:30 a.m. class, 20 minutes from your house. And I did. And then after that, you're going to sit on the computer for an hour and you're going to do some work, which I did. You're going to have a healthy lunch. It was amazing, home cooked, which I did. I got myself right back on track. I wanted to make that pain pay from the day before because I don't want to sabotage myself. I know that nobody walks into the day being like, I can't wait to sabotage myself today, or I can't wait to be in pain today. Nobody says that. Nobody does that. How are you going to make it pay? How are you going to be driven into action as a result of what you did or what you went through or what happened to you or whatever the circumstance is? How are you going to make your pain pay? Now, it's not on anybody else to make your pain pay. It's on you to decide what you have to do. And oftentimes we can answer that question, how are we going to make our pain pay, with how can I? How can I make my pain pay? How can I get better? How can I eat healthier? How can I stop sabotaging myself when I feel stressed out or when something goes awry in my day? How can I do that? And for me, the best way was like, get your butt in the gym, get your workout in, get yourself back on track. Because quite frankly, if I sat here, at 500 pounds talking to you, probably you wouldn't be listening to me. But also if I sat here and told you I was perfect all the time, you probably also wouldn't care. We got to be real. We got to be honest about what's going on. And we all have pains throughout our day, whether for you, that's in your job, your family, your eating, your nutrition, your finances, your hobbies, whatever it is. We all have different categories of life. Where is your pain? And how can you make that pay? Because I really do believe that that's what gives us the roadmap to where we want to be. Nobody wants to move towards pain. We are all either moving towards pleasure or away from pain. Obviously, it's in the same direction, but I think pain has got a lot bigger pull on us to get us to move in the opposite direction than it does to have the pleasure. Like, oh, I can't wait to be XYZ vacation in XYZ outfit. It's great, but what happens if you don't? How embarrassing is that going to be? And that's oftentimes what I think about, what motivates me to take action. So I gave it a little analogy on my post, and it just says pain, P-A-I-N. It's push, right? To act in my next level, P-A-I-N. Push me to act in my next level. How can your pain take you to the next level? It can't unless you let it. It can't unless you direct it into the right path and category to enable yourself to take that next step. But what pain do you have? And how are you going to make that pay so that you can take a more positive step in your life? We can't sit in pain. We can't stay in pain. We can't get stuck there. We have to keep on moving. And the best way we can do that is by asking ourselves, okay, I don't like this. I don't like how I feel. I don't like what my doctor said. I don't like this experience. I don't like what I'm going through. How can I change it? You have that power every single day. And I wanted to come on here today because me too. We all do. And I'm sending you guys love. If you need help with this, drop me a message. I'm happy to talk, happy to be honest. Where's your pain? Think about it. See you guys tomorrow.